Hi, my name is Lena Adesara and I am a makeup tutor. So I thought, what can I do for my video? So I thought I would share with you how I do foundation. There's a particular routine that you do, and obviously you can tell that I have vitiligo, which I love to rock. It doesn't bother me at all, but on the occasions where I do want to cover it because I'm wearing a strong eye makeup look or whatever, this is how I cover it. You may get some clients that want to cover their vitiligo, so this is how you can do it. And also, because I'm a teacher, I love teaching students how to do Asian, black, etc. skin tones. So me being Asian, Indian, obviously I've got a tan skin tone, and sometimes some students find it quite hard to do a deeper skin tone. But it's nothing different really, you just go up with your shades, and you can do some colour correction if you need to. So as always, you need to prepare your skin. So I've already cleansed and toned my skin, and I'm just going to pop on my moisturiser. It's essential to add hydration to the skin. Because you're going to be using foundations and powders, you want your skin to feel like it's well fed, and it's going to stay hydrated all day. Otherwise your foundations can tend to get kind of sucked down into the skin or disappear throughout the day because your skin's looking for hydration. So I really like the Weleda Skin Food moisturiser. It's fantastic. The next product that I'm going to use is my primer. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, which I absolutely adore, and it just gives the most gorgeous glow and finish to my skin. And I wear shade 5, which is tan. If I was going to compare it to foundation shades, if you're, for example, if you wear NARS foundation and you're a shade Syracuse, number 5 is going to be perfect for you. I'm just going to buff that all over my skin just to give that amazing kind of radiance and blurred effect to my skin as well. So it's going to remove any kind of imperfections that I might have on the skin, but as you can see, it just leaves the most beautiful glow on your skin, which is what I love. Okay, colour correction. So you can use products like Orange. This is just a Technique face cream. I have no idea where I got this from. Anything like Orange Pigmented, Bobbi Brown do a really good one. Illamasqua do amazing cream pigments that you can use as colour correctors depending on your skin tone. So the deeper you are, the more kind of orangey you want to go. The fairer you are, the more salmony toned you want to go, and that's to hide any dark tones on the skin. So for example, my darker area is around this area, whereas here I'm quite brown and golden. Here it looks quite cool, and it can go ashy sometimes with foundation. So I am going to take just a normal concealer brush, a flat concealer brush, and I'm going to apply. What I like about this particular colour corrector product is it's quite sheer, so you don't get like a crazy orange hue underneath your foundation. It's just a little bit, so that's enough for me. And then literally I just press that in so it kind of sticks to the primer, and then I go ahead and put my foundation on top. I am currently loving the NYX Born to Glow foundation, and I wear the shade Golden. It's absolutely gorgeous if you love that really beautiful golden tinge to your skin. And then I get my brush and I just kind of work that foundation into my skin just by pressing it on. So the Stand Together, Glam Together, they contacted me and were like, you know, we're this incredible movement that's trying to raise money for the NHS and Scottish Care, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting involved. So please donate. I mean, the NHS, everything that's going on in the world right now in terms of the pandemic, I mean, they are doing the most incredible job, the craziest hours, working hard day and night to make sure we are okay and our loved ones are okay. So please, please, please donate to them. It's such an incredible cause. the NHS are an incredible asset to the UK anyway. I guess this pandemic has really shown what the NHS is made of and how much we need them. So please, please, please donate whatever you can. The links are on the page. I'm sure I'm going to get a link posted on here. So please, please donate whatever you can. So I have just pushed that foundation down into my skin, and this is using the Tempest Cosmetics, which is a British brand, brush, and really pushing that down. And then I just like to take that down onto my neck. And it is a glow foundation, but what I like about it is there's no sparkles, there's no shimmer or anything like that in the foundation. It's just seamless when it goes on, which is why I absolutely adore it. It's a fantastic foundation. So once I'm happy with how I've pushed that in and it looks quite even, which it does to me now, I am going to grab some concealer. So I mean, the mother of all concealers, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I absolutely love it, but I have a little trick into how you can use it a bit better. So I'm going to take the NARS concealer. I'm also going to use a Peggy Sage concealer. Peggy Sage, fantastic brand. They are a European brand, but I know it's an Italian brand, but there's one store, I think one store in the UK, and they're absolutely fantastic. The makeup products, really good quality and very well priced. So I am going to take the shade Caramel first. Now, with vitiligo, you don't necessarily need to colour correct in terms of you don't need to use orange, because the skin that has vitiligo, where the pigment's completely gone, is translucent. So there's no cool or warm. You just need to make sure that you're getting as close to the skin colour as you can with the concealer. And then you can use a brighter concealer on top to give you that brightness effect. So I'm going to take the shade Caramel because it's exactly the same colour as my skin tone. So it will help the vitiligo to almost gain some pigment that's the same colour as my skin tone. So I'm going to put that on first. So this is Caramel Radiant Creamy Concealer. Not a load, you don't need a load of this product at all. So I'm going to pop that on first. So already that looks more uniform to the rest of my skin. And then I am going to grab the Peggy Sage concealer in the shade, I don't know, it's just a really light one. And I'm just going to use that to create some brightness just in this area. So just a little bit, not a lot. And then you can go ahead and pop it in any areas where you want that kind of lift and highlight. So I really like some on my forehead because it's small, so I like to elongate it a little bit down the centre of my nose, around the eyes, and a little bit on my chin to give me that pointed kind of effect. And then what I do is I leave it to set. I found liquid concealers, especially if you're 35 and over, I'm 35, a lot of them can crease under the eyes especially. So what I like to do is almost let the concealer evaporate a little bit, and it becomes this kind of more of a gummier kind of texture, which I feel sits better under the eyes. And most of the time I don't wear powder with it, I just leave it and it just stays there for ages, which is great. What I am going to do is get another concealer, so it's a dark concealer. It is a NARS one, but you could use any dark concealer, and I'm just going to use this to help me just shape my face, add some structure to my face and my nose. So I like to go at the bottom of my nose just to kind of lift it up, and then right next to that highlight line, so nice and thin like that, and cut across my nose. And I like to do a little bit on my chin just to exaggerate that kind of V shape, which I really like. And then a little bit near my forehead, and then you could also do the jaw, but I'm not going to do the jaw today. So what I do at this point is do my contour first. So I'm going to grab the NARS Eater brush, which is just a fantastic brush to do your contour. So all you do is rub backwards and forwards, which is giving me my lines. Please don't leave it like that, you must buff it off. Like that, okay? And then all you do is you get the brush and you start to push up. Just keep pushing up and you'll see that contour line just diffuse and look absolutely magical. And then the trick here is just to get your foundation brush, just smooth that bottom line and you get that best brush in the world. So again, I'm just going to push and keep pushing up, get my brush, push on the bottom line just to soften so you get a really good contour line and definition to your face. I'm just going to do the same here. So again, go upwards where I want that V shape to kind of come out. That. Tricks and illusions, you see. You can see I get more definition there. I'm just going to rub out these lines and that one, just to add some warmth around. I don't go here because my forehead is small. If I do a contour line there, it will make my forehead look smaller, which is not what I want. I'm then going to rub at the bottom of my nose and then sides of the nose, and this is why I love this brush, because it's thin. I can get into the sides, take it into the kind of brow area so it diffuses away, and that gives me that sharper finish to my nose. And then you can just press it in with your concealer brush so it gets rid of some of the lines. Okay, the actual concealer. So by now it's kind of settled down, it's dried off a little bit, it's not so liquidy anymore. Now you can use a sponge for this or a brush, it's completely up to you. On clients, I never ever use sponges because I'll need so many to continuously use on them because you can't use it over and over again on the same client. So I like to use a brush on myself or a sponge on myself, but not on someone else. So I'm just going to use the sponge. And I'm just going to push that concealer in. So I'm getting the correctiveness from the concealer that I first put on, and then I'm getting the brightness from the brightener, the second colour that I put on, which completely brightens up everything. And just keep pushing that in until you get the finish that you like. So for me, yes, I like that. And then I just continue to mess around with the contour and concealer and just get a finish that I'm happy with, which is like that. Then I'm going to take the Huda Beauty powder. I use the shade Banana Bread. Fantastic powder. It really does what it says on the tin. It does stay on. It's incredible. And I'm going to use that on a small brush, and I'm just going to set in certain areas. So I don't set all over the eye, especially when you're 35 plus. You don't want to be putting a load of powder under the eye because, my god, creases can happen. But the technique that I showed you with how to use the concealer, you shouldn't need a powder really. So I'm just kind of powdering areas where I get a little bit shiny sometimes. So kind of around there. And then I'm going to pop on some blush and a little bit of contour. So I'm just taking a Becca palette and I'm going to use the bronzer, which you can see is well loved, just on my cheeks. So rather than actual sculpting now, I'm going onto the cheeks to give me warmth, like that. I'm going to use the blusher from this palette and mix it with one of the highlighters, and I'm just going to pop that onto the apples of my cheek and then diffuse backwards to keep that contour frame. I'm just going to take some of the highlighter on its own and pat some of that on to give me like a goddess glow. And I'm just going to take my finger, some more of the highlighter kind of down the nose, chin, and anywhere that you want to bring features forward. So that is how I do my skin and how you can do skin on deeper skin tones. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please go ahead and donate to this absolutely incredible cause. Make sure you go and check out the other makeup artists as well that are involved with the cause. Please, please, please donate. As much as you can or as little as you can. Everything is going to make a difference to the NHS, and we have needed them like no other time. So please go ahead and do that, and I wish you all a really good day and stay safe, and much love to you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Bye.